Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Happy Sunday, or whatever the day of the week it is for you. It is Sunday for me right now. It's 9 o'clock and I just finished going on my morning walk. I like to do morning walks on Sundays and I'm gonna start doing them on Thursdays too, on my rest days. Just a little one on Thursdays though, because I don't want to be walking when it's dark out, so I need to wait until like, I think 6 a.m. is when it starts to get light out, and then I can just do like a little mini one in the morning. So hot girl walks on my rest days. I'm very excited. I drank my greens this morning and I also had some chips and guac. That is so random for like an early morning breakfast, but I just ate something a little bit to tie me over because Colin and I are gonna go to brunch later, and I was really feeling some guac. I just am in a guac mood lately. It's so good. So now I'm about to head home, get ready for brunch, and then we're gonna pick a place. I don't know if Colin already has a place in mind. I definitely have a few places that I would like to go to. And then after that, we're gonna get the day started. I really wanna do meal prep with you guys. I'm trying to plan my meals better this week. I haven't truly planned my meals in like a few weeks and been actually prepared. So we're gonna do that. I think I'm gonna make some juice shots today. I haven't made those in a while and they sound amazing. So it's going to be a very fun, food-filled day, and I can't wait to take you guys along with me. Cutie. So we put in our names at Hash Kitchen and it's gonna be about 45 minutes, and there's a Starbucks right next door, so we're getting a Starbucks while we wait. It's gonna be a little bit. He's a plain black coffee kind of guy. I got one of my favorites, a matcha lemonade, because I don't like matcha lattes. I don't like the creamy milk stuff, but matcha in lemonade tastes so good. It's good. Let's go. You gotta move your tail. It's just literally in front of the camera. Thank you. All right, we're back home from brunch. We've chilled out for a little bit and now I'm ready to get started on meal prep for the week. For lunches this week, I'm gonna do roasted chicken with a mango salsa and make like a little bowl out of it with some rice and veggies. So I took some chicken out of the freezer and I'm letting that thaw on the counter for a little bit, but right now I'm gonna make the mango salsa. I got this mango at Trader Joe's last week, so I really need to use it up, but it's still good, no worries. Mango salsa is so easy, but I do not quite have all the ingredients, I realize, but it's fine because I'm gonna go to the grocery store in a little bit, but I'm still gonna start the mango salsa so that most of the work is done. So you put in red bell pepper and onion, and then it's gonna call for a jalapeno, which I'm gonna have to get at the store, and also lime juice, which I'm out of. And I don't have quite enough onion in here. This is just some that I had pre-chopped in the fridge, so I'm also gonna do a shallot. For breakfast this week, I'm gonna do classic breakfast again because I'm not really tired of that yet, but just in case I do become tired of it this week, I'm gonna meal prep some breakfast sandwiches just to have on hand. They're really easy to make the morning of if I want to, but because they're so easy to meal prep, I might as well make a couple of them and keep them in the freezer. So let's get started on the mango salsa. I always buy the mango that's pre-cut into chunks at the store because I could not be bothered to actually cut up a mango myself. That is so difficult. So if I'm gonna make mango salsa, I'm just buying the chunks. Yes, there's a cat on the counter. She will scream at me if I take her off. Please ignore. Is done, and instead of making the breakfast sandwiches right now, I'm actually gonna make my juice shots. I feel like that's just like easier right now. So I first have my ginger, then I've got my turmeric, and I have some lemons and oranges. I usually cut the lemons and oranges into little quarter wedges so I can take off the peel because my juicer cannot handle the peel on those. So I'm gonna do that first, and then I'll add in the ginger and turmeric at the end.
Not to think too much about what might have been.
I just made an absolute freaking mess. Good thing I own this house so I don't have to worry about these stains. I'll just live with them. But I actually did stain the countertop with this in my last apartment. So be very careful and do not pour it into these cups the way that I just did. All right, juice shots are ready for the week, and I do have an extra one in here, but I don't have anything to put it in, so I'll have to figure that out. But this usually makes about 6 juice shots, so it's perfect for meal prep because it'll just last me the whole week. All right, I just pulled up outside of Fry's, which is not my usual grocery store. If you guys have watched my videos before, I usually go to Walmart, and today I'm switching it up. Fry's is just a little bit closer to my house, not by much, but I feel like Fry's is just so much more of a chill vibe. Walmart is like kind of high stress, like it's always busy, it's so big, there's so much to go through, so I'm just more down for a chill vibe today. And I looked at my list and it's not extremely long, so I figured it's fine if I pay like a couple extra cents per bell pepper, you know, it's not a big deal. And sometimes places like Fry's or Safeway have a little bit more of like actual grocery options because they're an actual grocery store, not Walmart, which is like a superstore. And I'm mostly just getting like vegetables and fruit and like a couple other random things, so let's head in. Always remember your reusable bag, guys. Alrighty, let's do a grocery haul. Like I said, I didn't get too many things, but the first thing I got is Vitamin Water Zero Lemonade, one of my favorite drinks besides water. It's just like really good to have, 0 calories, really yummy. Then I got some eggs, just normal eggs, 2 grapefruits because I've been obsessed with grapefruits again. They're really nice to have on the side of my classic breakfast in the morning. And then I got 2 of my favorite dumpling sauces. They have them at Fry's, so that was nice. Just got some regular lettuce, romaine hearts. It's my favorite go-to lettuce. I'm not really a spring mix girl. I just like regular lettuce. And then I thought I would switch up my vegetables this week, so I got asparagus. I haven't gotten asparagus in a while, and then the only other vegetable that I got is just 1 zucchini. I find that if I get more than 1, they usually go bad, so I try to only get 1 and just actually eat it. Then I got 2 limes, and as I am saying that right now, I just realized I forgot the jalapeno that I needed for the mango salsa, but that's okay. It doesn't like actually need it. I can just add in the lime and it'll be good enough. I was gonna get Cholula, but they were out of it. Well, they weren't completely out, but they had like massive bottles, and I'm like, I do not need that much Cholula in my life. So I got the Louisiana hot sauce instead. I haven't had that one in a while, so I thought it might be a nice change. And then I got some Crystal Light. I got the liquid version of the strawberry lemonade. I think that one's really good. And then I got the packet version of pink lemonade. I have like ones that you make a whole pitcher here at home, but I don't have any of the single like powder packets. I keep those all on my desk at work, so I thought that it would be nice to have a like powder version here at home. And then I saw this chicken sausage. This one is called the hot and spicy, which sounds right up my alley, but it's 140 calories for a link, which is pretty good compared to that brand like the Adels or something like that. They make like most of the chicken sausages, and those are always like 170 calories. I feel like that's a lot for a chicken sausage. Got some ground turkey. Like usual, I am going to, I think, freeze half of these into maybe turkey burgers and put them in the freezer. Then the other half I'll do with like taco seasoning and keep it in the fridge for making burrito bowls and stuff like that. I got some strawberries. I thought that might be a nice change. I just ran out of blueberries, so I figure I'll switch up which berry I have in the fridge. And then lastly, I got some more carb balanced tortillas. I saw that they had the sun-dried tomato basil one, and that sounds delicious. I wanted to do just some like really chill wraps. I have some honey ham in the fridge, so I thought that would be really good with tomato basil. So hopefully she's delish. And that's everything that I got. Nothing like too crazy. A pretty smaller grocery haul. It was only $52 for everything. I find that I've been doing really small grocery hauls every week, but I feel like I'm having less food go bad in the fridge, which is really good. And I'm also using up the stuff in the pantry and the freezer more. Before, I just felt like I let everything sit for so long, and my freezer and pantry were always packed, but I think I'm doing really good at actually purging, going through the stuff, and only replenishing the things that I know I'm gonna eat that week. I was thinking about getting chicken breast, but I have enough to make it through this week, so there's no point in buying it right now because I'll just get that next week. So I'm just trying to like not get things that I don't need. There were even a couple things in the store that I was like, ooh, that sounds really good, but then I just thought to myself, and I'm like, you know what, you really don't need it. And it wasn't like restricting myself, like you can't have it. I just genuinely thought like, I don't need this. If I really wanted it, I could go get it, but I just don't really need it. And I can always go back if I decide that I do really want it. Grocery shopping can be hard sometimes. You just like want to get everything and you don't think about the cost and you just throw it all in the basket and check out. And that is not a good mindset for me. So I've been trying to be a lot more mindful when going through the grocery store and just getting what I need. All right, now that the lime is added, the mango salsa is officially done. I'll just give it one more quick toss and put it back in the fridge. But this is so much salsa, but honestly, I fly through this when I put it as like a sauce on my chicken. I just want so much of it because it's so good. So I'm actually really glad that I have so much of this. And then for the chicken, I've decided to season it chili lime style so that it'll go with the salsa. So I just put on this chili and lime seasoning from Trader Joe's, a little bit of pink Himalayan salt, some olive oil, and then you just saw that I drizzled over the lime juice. Oh yeah, and garlic. So now she is good to go. I'm gonna put her in the oven for 30 minutes total. I'm gonna flip halfway through, and then lunches are basically done for the week. If you can't tell, my fridge is extremely stocked, and yes, it does always look like this whether I have food or not. So I already have the other ingredients ready to go for the lunches. I've got some rice up here and broccoli. I also have some bell peppers that are ready over here too, so I can just include any of those in the bowls that I'm gonna make. Cleaned the kitchen just to have to start all over again and make it dirty, but this juicer honestly isn't even that bad to clean. I think it took me like 5 minutes to clean the whole thing. It's like 6 parts, but so easy, definitely worth it to make your own homemade juice shots. The reason I make my own juice shots instead of buying them from the store is because the ones at the store have so much filler with either water or coconut water. You can tell by looking at the ingredients. The first ingredient listed on an ingredient list is always the item that is most in the product, and so water or coconut water is always going to be listed first on those juice shots, versus when I make them at home, I'm not adding any fillers like that. It's truly just the extract from the oranges, lemons, ginger, and turmeric. So if you're going to do juice shots, make sure you're either getting them from a quality place that doesn't do a lot of fillers, or just make them at home because A, it was really easy, like totally worth it, and also you would be saving a boatload of money. So I definitely recommend making them at home, and you know what, mine are very strong, but I feel like I really get the full effects from them. So with that, we are going to get started on a breakfast now. Like I said, I'm gonna make those breakfast sandwiches and store them in the freezer. Perfect timing too. The chicken's done. She smells so good and looks so juicy. I love making chicken in the oven. I feel like it always comes out juicier than the air fryer. I feel like the air fryer kind of dries it out a little bit. Here's what we're doing for the breakfast sandwiches. I've made these so many times, you guys. You're probably tired of them, but I do Gouda cheese because that is my favorite. We're gonna do 1 egg per sandwich, 1 of these fully cooked turkey breakfast sausage patties, and then a bagel thin. And I just remembered that I'm actually gonna put a little bit of egg whites with 1 egg just to fill it up a little bit more. I'm also watching Sydney Adams while I cook. I have been binging her videos lately because I recently discovered her, and I love all of her videos. She's just so nice, so energetic and positive, and I just love her fitness vibe. She's also making me really want to shop at Lululemon, so that's kind of dangerous. Look at this bubble in this egg. I've never seen an egg do this before. That is so weird, but eggs are done. I have this muffin topper pan. It's perfect for this. It makes just a really thin little circular patty, which is the perfect size for the bagel thins. So I love this thing. If you're ever gonna make breakfast sandwiches, get a muffin topper pan. Now I'm gonna put this under the broiler for a little bit to melt the cheese, and then all we gotta do is put the turkey patties in the oven and assemble. I just finished putting together my lunch for work tomorrow. So I've got the chicken, 2.5 ounces of rice, and about 2 ounces each of bell peppers and broccoli. And it was 3 ounces of chicken. And then I filled this guy to the brim with the mango salsa. I'm just gonna put it on top after I put this in the microwave at work. So we've got a nice, healthy, balanced meal. And I like to pre-proportion it the night before and not all at once. I'm not gonna fill containers exactly like this for 4 days straight, just because it takes up so much room in the fridge and I do not have room for that. So I just portion it out the night before. Sandwiches are finished. I'm just gonna wait for them to cool so that I can put them in the freezer, and I calculated it out in case you're curious, and each sandwich is 22 grams of protein, which is a pretty good amount of protein for a breakfast sandwich. Taking a little break from cooking because my feet are starting to hurt. I've been in the kitchen for a long time at this point, so Colin and I are gonna try to watch this movie called Honeymoon with my mother on Netflix. Looks pretty good, but it looks like the lips don't line up, so it must originally be in a different language. But that doesn't mean that's gonna be a bad movie. We're gonna give it a shot. It does look like a good plot line, so we'll see how it goes. All right, Sydney Adams has inspired me, and I have not made a cup of tea in a very long time, and she makes tea basically every single night. So while Colin and I are finishing up this movie, I'm gonna make myself a nice cup of tea to help me relax and end the evening. I have this really nice mug from Kitchen Kite. I used to have a discount code with them. I don't know if it's still valid, but if it is, I'll leave it down below. I really like it because it has this topper and it has a strainer thing so that you can do loose leaf tea. And then when you're taking this out, then you put this on this part and it stops it from leaking all over. So I'm gonna warm up some water, and then I'm going to do this berry white tea. This one is so good. It's from the Spice and Tea Exchange in Scottsdale. For this loose leaf tea, you do about a tablespoon, and then you just put it in this little strainer thing. It's so nice. And then you take it out when it's done steeping, and you got a nice cup of strained tea. When it's done steeping, I'm also gonna add a little bit of this honey that is meant for tea. Oh, no, way too hot. Filming on my phone because my camera battery just died, but that's fine because I'm getting ready for bed now. Tea was definitely a really nice change, but I have remembered how long it takes for it to cool down, so I definitely would need to make it earlier in the evening. It's the perfect temperature now, and I'm almost chugging it, but I definitely should have made it a little bit earlier so it could have more time to cool. Didn't have time to read tonight because Colin and I were hanging out, but I will definitely get back to it this week. And now that I'm getting ready for bed, I will end this video off here. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I really appreciate your support. I hope you enjoyed this video, and with that, I will see you guys in my next one. Toodles!